Hello and welcome to the March edition of What's Going On in Woolwich. I am Mayor Matthias, and today I am coming to you from a Swedesboro-Woolwich Park and Recreation bingo event. Parks and Recreation and their dedicated volunteers puts on events like this bingo night for the entire community, and I am very, very grateful to those volunteers. They do all sorts of events like the Daddy-Daughter Dance, this bingo night, and coming up on May 17th, Lock Avenue Fun Day. If you would like more information about upcoming events or how you can volunteer, please visit the Woolwich Township website. I do have a couple updates for you traffic-wise. We were notified that Kings Highway is going to be repaved in downtown Swedesboro, basically the section from Glen Echo Boulevard all the way down to the traffic circle of Center Square. This project is estimated to take about 2 weeks and start in the beginning of April. They're going to be doing some slight projects during the day, but the majority of paving will take place on the overnight hours. So please visit our website, the Woolwich Township Police Department, for further updates. I learned about a potential closure for Asbury Station Road. This will take place from Kings Highway to the train tracks. Since that's a county-owned road, we are working in conjunction with the county to make sure that our residents are not inconvenienced by this closure. And we're going to make sure that all the buses are rerouted and as much notification as we can goes out to all the residents. That too will take place starting in April. I am also very pleased to report that the order has been placed to have recording equipment so that our Woolwich Township Committee meetings will be able to be recorded and viewed on our website. So look for that upcoming. Of course, we'd always love to see you. They're held the first and third Mondays of every month, 6:30 p.m. inside the Woolwich Municipal Building. But this way, if you can't make it in person, you'll be able to finally watch them online at a later time. Last week, the Woolwich Township Committee, in conjunction with the Swedesboro Council, held our first town hall meeting of 2025. The topic was the fire company, and it was held at the fire hall. I'm grateful to those volunteers of the fire company for all that they do for our community. And in a minute, you're going to be able to see some excerpts from the Q&A session that we had at that town hall. Visit our website, register for our newsletters, and again, thank you for watching this video and enjoy this clip. Should you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. My email address is on the bottom. Thank you.
You know, we look back, it's not fair to our residents that if we expend our budget and we go back to both the communities and say, hey, listen, we expended our budget, we don't have enough money to pay our bills or to purchase more materials to finish out the year, why don't we do like everybody else, the EMS, the tow companies, the other fire departments, they're going after to the motor vehicle insurances and they're charging. So if we use oil dry to mitigate hazmat issues on the roadway, that if fluids get on the road and they escape to the drain and come out into a yard, and who has the yard butts up next to Woolwich Township, we got to mitigate that so it doesn't get in your yard. So we have to use materials off our truck. We budget things like that throughout the year, and we use it for our residents. But if we go out on New Jersey Turnpike or 295 or 322 and the thing happens, we got to cover our costs somewhere because it's not fair to our residents that at the end of the year there's going to be a shortfall. We're only allocated by the finance board. The municipality can only give so much money to a volunteer fire company a year. Okay, we're not a municipal fire department. We are a shared service between two communities, and Woolwich Fire Company Inc. provides bodies to run this apparatus. So at some point we got to recover the cost. So by going with this service, what we're trying to do is, one, we're not charging our residents. Swedesboro-Woolwich residents will not get charged. You heard this? This is the fact. Nobody is going to get charged on their homeowner's insurance. That was thrown out there by social media. That is not a true statement. The true statement is, if you're a Woolwich resident, you're a Swedesboro resident, you get in a motor vehicle accidents, it's free of charge, like we do 127 years. If you are a transient on New Jersey Turnpike, you get into a motor vehicle accident, we got to use our jaws of life to cut you out of that car. That service a year to service those tools is almost $3,000 of service a year. So why not recuperate the cost, that $3,000 that I can put towards another set of turnout gear or to go towards training for our members, if I can recoup that cost and help offset the taxes to my residents. Because we're all struggling this day and we all know that. When it comes down to time with the inflation and everything that's going on, We're looking to be fiscally responsible with our money and our budget that we're allowed every year, not try to spend over it, try to come in under budget. We do that in the past. In the past few years since I've been chief, we've come in under budget quite a bit. That money that's spent at the end of the year, what that's left over, the town lets us afford to purchase more equipment with it, and it helps us out. So what we're trying to do is, we're trying to pass this ordinance so that it allows us to charge for motor vehicle accidents in Swedesboro-Woolwich. You know, I can't promise you, what I cannot promise you is Logan Township does it right now. They make about $15,000 out of that is what they get. If you go into Logan Township and you get into an accident or something like that, you're going to get a bill because that accident, you were a non-resident for Logan Township and you got in an accident in town, and that's the same thing they're doing. They're not charging their residents, but if you drive over there and you're a Woolwich resident and get in an accident, your motor vehicle insurance is going to get charged. Same thing here. If a Logan resident comes here, they're going to get charged. Now, if you're a Woolwich resident, Swedesboro resident, you're not going to get charged. But somebody from Pennsylvania, somebody riding through town, if they get in the accident, they're going to get charged. We're going to try to recoup our costs. We're not looking at a lot. You might end up with $400 to $500. It's minute. It's not, we're not looking to break a bank. We're not looking to make a big pot of money off this. All we're asking to is recoup our services and our materials that we use, that we put a budget together to serve our residents as a community, not go over that. So that's basically what it's about. And like I said before, the social media post in January was going out there that we were looking to charge our residents and your homeowner's insurance. That's further from the truth. That is not the case. This is strictly motor vehicle accidents, motor vehicle fires that happen on these roads every day.